Santa, can you hear me? I have been so good this year, and all I want is one thing. Tell me my true love is here. He's all I want underneath, just beneath, underneath my Christmas tree. I'll be waiting here. Santa, that's my only wish this year. Hey, kings and queens, welcome to VLOGMAS. For the ones who don't know who I am, my name is Tanisha, but I like to go by the name of Queenisha. Nice to meet you guys. I'm so happy that you guys are here for VLOGMAS. So, as you guys can see from the title, today I'm going to be talking about how my prom date betrayed me. I know for those who watched my beautiful prom video, it looks so beautiful that you wouldn't have even thought things went on in the background. But things happen in the background, and yeah, let's get into it. So the beginning of senior year, I was single and not looking to mingle or anything. But whenever people would ask me about prom and stuff like that, I always knew that, first of all, I was not going to have a date. And I always knew that even if I wasn't to have a date, my prom would have still slayed, with or without one. So that was that. And around the ending of last year, that's when, we started talking and we got together. And I was kind of happy because I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So potentially I could have a prom date. Cool. But I wasn't really worried about prom that much. This year came, January. And let me tell you guys, as soon as January came, everyone started talking about prom in high school. Like, everybody was talking about prom. And I wasn't really focused too much on prom because I was trying to, do my grades and get my grades up and all that stuff. Most Africans in high school love to use their tradition to kind of express themselves with their prom dresses for prom season, and I wanted to be one of those girls because I really love being African. And what's a better way to use your last moments in high school than to represent the culture, represent. And even though me and him were together around January, I still technically didn't have a prom date because he didn't ask me out. So I wasn't really expecting to have a prom date. But it was different for him because he actually thought that he had a prom date because me and him were together. But I told him like, oh, you never asked me to prom. So then he asked me to prom. And of course I said yes. And from that day on, we just knew that, okay, yeah, we're prom dates. So cool. We're prom dates now. It's official. He asked me. So I was telling him ideas on, what I always wanted my prom to be like and stuff like that. And, like what I always wanted, which was, to represent my African culture by wearing an African material dress. And, he's a guy, so he was like, it's cool. I like that idea. That's a really nice idea. I F with it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, we didn't really get too serious about prom until like, April came. That's when my sister and I decided that we would start going shopping for materials and stuff like that. So we're on the materials. Cool. So April came and my sister and I went to Manhattan to go look for nice materials, nice African materials and stuff like that. And when we were there, our whole way getting there, I was on the phone with him, just talking to him about different ideas and just different styles that we could probably put together for prom and just different things. Like, I had him included in everything. We got to one store. I remember taking a picture of the materials that I liked and sending it to him to see what he thought of them. I ended up sending him 2 different pictures of materials that I liked. But even with those materials that I sent him, I didn't like it enough to make it my prom dress, if that made sense. Like, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. So when my sister saw that, I wasn't really interested in what any of the stores had to offer, we ended up coming back home. So now, on our way back home, I called him and I was, telling him, I didn't like any of the materials enough to make it like that. I don't know why, but the materials are so whack. I'm not really feeling them. And he was like, oh wow, so what do you think we should do? Then I was like, you know, I really hate to say this, but I really think that, you know, we should just do regular colors this time for prom. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really did not want to do regular colors. I really wanted to stick to my tradition and, you know, pop out in a nice African material. But, you know, I was like, cool. But, you know, for him, he was like, all right, cool, we could do a regular color. What color do you think we should do? So now I'm thinking, I'm like, what color should we do? My mind kept on telling me red and gold, but red and gold gives like quinceañera. It gives quinceañera vibes. Like, I wasn't feeling red and gold. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do red and gold. I was thinking about orange. I don't like orange, but I feel like orange looks great on dark skins, but I don't like the color orange. Then I was thinking about yellow and white. I'm like, yellow's too bright. I don't know. Then he was like, what's going through your head? Because like for me, whenever I'm expressing things, like you will see it in my face. So I told him, I was like, I'm thinking about doing red and gold, but another part of me don't want to do red and gold. Then he goes, red and gold. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's wavy. I'm really feeling it. I'm like, oh, you're feeling red and gold? He was like, yeah. So that was my confirmation for me that, yeah, we're gonna do red and gold. We're gonna do red and gold. So I was like, red and gold. Okay, because my intuition keeps on telling me red and gold. So from that day on, red and gold was our color, and that was it, just like that. So when I got home, I was looking at different type of red and gold dresses just to, you know, get different different things that could inspire me to, you know, pick how I wanted my dress to look and stuff like that. So I was looking at pictures. That was that. So as the weeks went on, my boyfriend started hitting me up, and he was just like, I'm gonna say family, I'm not gonna say who the family was, but he was just saying family wants to know what the material that you're gonna be using is. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let family know when me and my sister go back to Manhattan to look for materials. He was like, okay, cool. As the weeks went on, although I didn't go material shopping, my boyfriend was, you know, looking for suits with family. And yeah, he was just going to look at different suits, and he told me, okay babe, I got it, I got you, the color's red and gold, right? We got this, I got this. You do what you gotta do on your side when it comes to looking for the material of the dress, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do on my side when it comes to, you know, getting my suit and everything together. So I was like, okay, cool. That makes everything easier for me. So, you know, he was doing what he was doing, and I was looking for my dress and stuff like that. Cool. The next week comes, babe, have you gotten the material? Family really wants to know what material you're going to be using. And I was just thinking to myself, like, why does family want to know so bad what material we're going to be using? So I was like, tell family that you know, our color is going to be red and gold, just so that family knows that whatever she or he's trying to help you to do, they make it red and gold. He was like, okay, cool. In his process for looking for suits, he told me how he found this really nice suit that he was really skeptical on, but he really did like it. And I was like, you know, that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that, you know, you found something early on. So the week now that my sister and I was supposed to go back to Manhattan, that was the same week when he told me that he was officially going to get that suit because he really liked it. So I was like, okay, cool. Can I see the suit? He was like, no, I don't want you to see the suit. I want to keep it as a surprise for you. I really want to surprise you on that day because, you know, we're really going to slay this prom, and I just can't wait for you to see it. So I was like, okay, cool. Perfect. So that same day, you know, I was going to get the materials for my dress. And I went to a store, and we were focused on getting the red material first, the red material. So as I was getting the red material, was looking for different types of red. I saw this type of red, I saw this type of red, just different types of red. And my sister was like, you know what, call your boyfriend and ask him, not call, but like text your boyfriend and ask him how his suit looks. Maybe we can use his suit to kind of like, you know, see how we're gonna make your red look, since we can't really pick a red for the dress. So I was like, okay, cool. So I hit him up. I was like, hey babe, you know, Right now we're at the store and we're trying to find a certain type of red to use. So can I please see your suit? He was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna just show you the suit. I mean, he said he wanted to surprise me, but you know, I was like, okay, show me the suit. This is where he coming to embarrass me, man. Guys, keep in mind that the color was red and gold.
You put your trust in a nigga. Stupid hoe, how you feel?
I was like, you know what? No. No. He wouldn't do me like that. You know, we both talked about getting red and gold. So why would he do this? You feel me? Like, why would he do this? He ain't gonna do that to me. I'm like, babe, like, can I see the suit? He was like, this is my suit. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, you know, let me see the suit. He was like, this is my suit. I'm like, how is that your suit? That's not red and gold. He was like, yeah, but you know, I can make it work. I'm like, what?
Hey, Jesus! Oh!
What? I can't even talk right now. Y'all, it's like I'm reliving that moment again. It's like, so you went and made a decision without including me in that decision. He was like, you know, it is gold. This gold is right here. The blue just kind of like, enhances it in a way. He was just trying to justify the suit. Like, you know, that's gold. I'm like, babe, that's not gold. That's like an orange, like a hot orange type of look. And that's blue. That is not going to match what I had in thought for us to wear in prom. What we discussed that we was going to wear for prom. So I felt very, very, like my whole entire mood just died. I was like, are you serious right now? Like, are you really, really serious right now? My sister was like, you know, Tanisha, don't mind him. You know, he's just joking around with you. He's just trying to like get you hot there. I'm like, he's not joking around. Because one thing about my boyfriend, he's not really a joking type. Like, you know, he's really, really serious. He takes a lot of things seriously. So I knew that he wasn't joking. And from the text messages, he was really serious. I was like, babe, you need to take it back. Like, this is not what we're going to pop up with for prom. Because this is not what we discussed. He was like, no, I'm not taking it back. Family already paid a lot of money for it. I can't take it back. I'm like, are you serious right now? He was like, yeah, I'm so serious. I'm not taking it back. I really like the suit. But I'm like, okay, but you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that you was getting a suit in a different color. Had you had told me, okay, babe, I want to get the suit in blue, orange, and all the other colors. If you would have told me that, I'm a nice person. You know, I would have understood and I would have went with the flow. But you never discussed that with me. You just did it on your own timing, forgot about what me and you had planned, and did that. Like, y'all, I felt betrayed. I was like, I don't want to be your prom date no more. Like, respectfully, I don't want to go to prom with you anymore. He was a dub. Y'all, I was pissed off. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, I am so serious. Because why would you do me like that? I don't want to go to prom with you no more. You could wear that suit, but you're not coming to my house looking like that. No disrespect, but you're not going to come to my crib looking like that with that suit on. Thinking you're going to prom with me, knowing that me and you planned a specific color and you didn't go with that color. If it was like you came back to me on some, okay, babe, I didn't like the red and gold. I think we should do this color. It's not red and gold, but I think it would really look nice on us. I would have went because I'm already indecisive, which was why it was so easy for me to pick red and gold, if that makes sense. You feel me? So you should have let me know, and you should have, like, you know, involved me like how I involved you when it came to color choosing and material picking. I just felt so betrayed, y'all. I felt so betrayed. But he was like, okay, I guess we're not going to prom then. I was like, yeah, we're not going to prom. And I stopped talking to him for just that one day. And then when I stopped talking to him, I was just so hurt. Like, I cried. Y'all, I cried. Like, how could he do this to me? I was just telling my sister, like, is he serious right now, Rosalia? Like, literally, prom is a good minute away from here. You know, he was asking me. Then I just thought about his family. Kept on telling him to ask me what the material was. I'm like, are you serious? Was family asking him that for that? What does the material have to do with the color? these are two different materials, right? But there's still the color red. So I was just so pissed off. I was going off. I was not really mad at family. I was more mad at him because family was not there when me and him had the discussion on what our colors was going to be for prom. So for my Liberians out there, that day was just sour for me. That whole day was sour. The day was just horrible for me. It was just sour. Even like the material, like literally shout out to makeup artist, aka my older sister, for literally helping me pick the dress. Because after I found out that he literally did that behind my back, my whole mood just dropped. And I was just thinking to myself the whole time, this boy told me that he was going to surprise me on prom. Imagine him surprising me. Y'all imagine that prom clip that I posted with him surprising me. La surprise? La surprise? Hi, thank God. I was just thinking like, thank God we asked him early before prom, bro. Thank God we asked him, because if he would have surprised me, bro. So as I was going back home, my sister was just telling me like, you know, look at the good side, Queenisha. You know, like at the end of the day, it's still you and his prom just as much. How it's your prom, it's his prom too. You know, if he really likes a suit, let him rock with that suit. And you know, just like how you wanted red and gold. So I was just like, you know what, fine, cool, like, you know. And that wasn't my problem. Like, if he wanted to do a color of his own, I wouldn't have mind. For me, it was just a communication. It was just a communication. Like, I respected you enough to communicate my next moves with prom and, you know, my decisions, so I would have respected the same in return. That's just what it was for me. So now when I get home, right, he hits me up saying how, you know, family, how he told family everything that happened with me and his discussion, and how family felt offended. Family felt offended, and family thought that I was selfish. And now I'm just like, are you serious? So not only did you betray me, but now you're making me look bad to family. Like, you know, you're making me look like this bad person to family. So like now family kind of thinks that I'm selfish. Whole time, me and you literally had a discussion on colors. Like, the way I'm explaining it in the story time is different from the discussion that we actually had. Like, our discussion was full on. Like, we talked about red and gold for weeks and weeks. So like now I look bad. So that made me 10 times more mad with him. He was like, do you really not want to go to prom with me? And, you know, I'm like, of course I want to go to prom with you, but like, you know, you did me wrong. Like, why would you get that? So, you know, we slept on it. I didn't even like, no good night, no nothing. He went his way, I went my way. The next day came. When the next day came now, I was still pissed off, because once again, like, what? I paid mad money to buy material. Is not cheap at all. Like, the materials that I had to purchase was not cheap. Same way how what family had to buy for his suit was not cheap. That morning when he woke up, he called me back, and he was really, really sad. Like, he was like, you know, I really, really feel bad. What I did was wrong, and it really was inconsiderate. Blase, blase. And I'm just like, yeah, it was considerate, and it really made me have second thoughts when it comes to me and you, because I don't want to be with somebody who don't really think of me in decision makings. You know, like, things like this really makes me think. And he was like, I'm really sorry, you know, like, how could I make it up to you, blase, blase, you know, what could we do now? And I was just like, I want to talk to your mom. That's what you could do for me. I want to talk to your mom. Like, for me, I'm really intuitive. Like, I like to follow intuition, and all I just kept on hearing was mom. So I'm like, I want to talk to your mom. He was like, okay, my mom's at work right now, but you know, I could put her on a 3-way call and we could all talk. I'm like, okay, cool. So we waited, and his mom was ready to talk, so we got in a 3-way call. And she was like, what's up? And I explained to the mom the whole entire story. And I kind of felt bad because, like, his mom and I don't really speak as much. So I hated that I had to come and have a conversation with his mom, not about, you know, great things, but about this situation. So I try to make it as sweet as possible, but you know, it just couldn't come out like that, bro. Like, he did me wrong. I was kind of afraid because once again, she probably would have been like, girl, you know, that's his suit. But she understood, and matter of fact, she bashed him. She was like, why would you get this suit knowing that you and your girl picked red and gold? So she, you know, mom was on the side. Mom was on the side. She was like, why would you do that? I'm like, in my head, I mean, I was like this, but in my head, I'm like, tell him, give it to me, tell him, let him hear it. In my head, I was just like, yes, tell him. But she was like, why would you do that? And then she was just like, you know, I'm sorry this happened. And to make everything short, she ended up telling us that, you know, she was gonna help him rent another suit that could fit in with our prom dress. She was gonna rent another suit that, you know, would look good for you and him on prom, and you know, we could keep that other suit for another time. And I was just thinking, like, mom, till this day, bro, till this exact day, did you know that you saved me? Did you know that you saved me from the fall? Did you know that you saved us? 'Cause we've been through it all, and I owe it all to you. I owe it all. Like, yo, let me tell you. Yo, I was so happy. I think I was more happier than him. Like, I was more happier than him. He was just sitting there looking mad like. But yeah, guys, this is my story about how my prom date, aka my boyfriend, betrayed me. Like, betrayed me. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Have I learned a lesson from this story? Sheesh. Communication. I hope he learned a lesson from this story, which I know that he did, because he changed after all that. If you guys have reached this point of my video, I want to take this time to say thank you so much. Literally, thank you guys, because this video was Please continue to click that thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and follow up with the next vlog, guys. Bye.